George Speck, known as George Crumb, was born July 15, 1824, to Abraham Speck and Diana Toole in Saratoga County, New York. George had two sisters named Catherine and Mary. George spent his youth as a guide and a trapper, which he caught all the meats like deer meat, raccoon, you name it, in Adirondack Mountains, New York, growing up in 1834. George started working at Moon's Lake House as a chef in Saratoga Springs, New York. It was a normal day at Moon Lake House. George came out of the kitchen, read the energy of the dining room, and Lord behold, here is a bougie customer who liked his potatoes a certain way. He asked what kind of potatoes he wanted, whatever the case may be. George made the potatoes, and he came out and served it, and the customer was like, no, I don't like my potatoes this way, it's too thick. So he went back in the kitchen and then cut the potatoes super, super thin and extra hard just to be petty, and threw some salt on it and served it to the customer. But little yet did George know that the customer fell in love with it and wanted more ever since. Have y'all heard of this other rumor that George, his sister, and brother-in-law was in the kitchen at home and made up this ingredients, the potato chips? That's what the second rumor is too. Let me know in the comments which one y'all believe. Meanwhile, while George was working at the lake house, George met Elizabeth Jarrett and got married in 1853 and had 4 children named John, Gilbert, William, and Anne. But little yet did Elizabeth know is George was dating outside of the marriage to Hester Bennett. Elizabeth found out and settled for divorce in 1857. In 1860, George purchased a building on Mata Avenue near Saratoga Lake called Crumb's Place, where he specialized potato chips. Within 4 years, was catering to wealthy clienteles such as William Vanderbilt, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Jay Gould, and Henry Hilton. I forgot to mention George and Hester Bennett relationship continued into marriage in 1860 until her passing 1906. George continued his restaurant after her passing, where he served his signature potato chips, high-end clienteles. His restaurant catered to a wealthy client, including presidents like Cleveland and Arthur. Eventually, he retired from restaurant business and closed his doors in 1890. Did y'all know Carrie Moon attempted to claim credit for inventing the potato chips? That's crazy. Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think about the situation? Unfortunately, George passed away on July 22nd, 1914, of old age at 90. But I say that he passed away also from heartbreak from his prior wife passing 8 years prior. But let me know what y'all think about the story down below in the comments. And if y'all want to hear about y'all favorite food celebrity, drop it in the comments and I get right to it. Thanks to all my new viewers. Much love to you all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment.